yours truly once again presenting on Megalpoint-Tv, our personality profile segment. Sitting with me on the hot seat today is a very good friend of mine, an actor, producer, Piero Passatore, Secondo Ali. We want you to tell us your real names, where you're from, your friend with us here, and a lot of other things we don't know about you.
Unfortunately for them, no. This is she's not really my friend. She's my girlfriend.
Oh.
She's a great singer, mostly reggae, a little bit of jazz, blues, hip hop. She can do Mary J. Blige type hooks for hip hop. If you guys need the ragamuffin. She'll be performing. I don't think it's probably going to go out in time, but tomorrow night at the Coco Club by Biella, she's performing with Lion Deep. And that's where you can find her. Anyway, my real name, my given birth name when I was born was actually Pietro Giorgio Passatore. Pietro is my father's father. Giorgio is my mother's grandfather. They argued about the name. They kind of gave me a composite name. But then they never actually called me that themselves. They always called me Piero because my grandfather's nickname was Piero, even though his real name was Pietro. So I never really, responded to Piero. And I grew up rather not religious. My parents weren't religious at all. So I had the freedom of, to shop around, and not to shop around, but to explore and to read. And about 4.5 years ago, in a very moderate but consistent way, I'm not into extremisms, I decided to become Shia and add Ali as a name.
Okay.
And then I made that my artist name about 3 years ago, maybe.
Okay.
So everything I do now, I sign Piero. Yeah.
So how did you venture into becoming a director, actor, producer, all in one?
I produced a lot of things, but I never really made money producing, so I don't consider myself a producer, more inspiring producer. I made money quite a few times, 8 years ago and now, like for the past 8 years, as an actor and a director, because that's what I went to school for in New York. I graduated with a film degree and a theater degree, a double degree. So I studied to become an actor and a director. I also do a lot of voiceovers in English.
Okay.
I've done Vinyl Manian by Paolo Campana, produced by Steph Film. I'm the English voice of that documentary. I've done commercials, Smart Towel. I've done quite a few voiceovers, things for DJs. Coming soon, TTY's new movie with Martins.
That's a good one. What's it like working in the States? You worked a little bit in the States.
Well, the thing is, when you're in the States, it's not like in Italy where you can go to university or not, physically be there or not. No one really cares. In the States, when you study film and theater, you have a mandatory attendance.
Okay.
So if you miss 2 classes in 1 semester, they take 10% off your grade.
Oh.
Right. So basically, I would keep 1 day off from school, from scheduling my classes, and I would do a lot of extra work on movies. So as an extra, I worked a lot in New York. I worked on movies with Nicole Kidman, Michael Keaton, Robert Redford, Robert Altman, Sidney Pollack as an extra.
Okay.
But it's a cool thing to be an extra in New York and a film student, because basically what I was studying, you know what I mean? Like what I was studying, I would see in the biggest possible levels. So the whole time I would be absorbing, and then they pay you $70, $80 to hang out, watch, meet people, and eat. So it's not a bad thing. Being an extra in Italy is kind of crap, but it's a whole different. Why? Because most of the extras are better than the main actors. Because then you look at the main actors, and you're like, I got nothing to learn here. Maybe I can teach them something, But
so, how many Nigerian or African artists have you worked with here in the city of Torino, and what was the experience like?
Not enough. I think Nigerians in Italy in general, Nigerians in Europe have no reason at all to ever go to another director apart from me.
Really?
Really. I think they don't understand this yet fully, but they will eventually. And if they don't, I think it's more their loss than anything else.
So you're trying to say you understand the...
Well, the thing is, I grew up with black people. I mean, African Americans more than Nigerians. There are quite a few Africans in New York as well, in my neighborhood in Harlem. Half was like from Senegal. I lived in 2 years in the little Senegal, the Petit Senegal in Harlem. So basically, I'm not your typical Italian that hasn't been around black people for so long. That's oh look, they're different, they're mysterious, and I think people are people,
Yeah.
of all races, religions. Either they're good people or they're shit people. How they can be good and how they can be shit can change a little bit culturally speaking. But fundamentally speaking, that's people are people. You need to have a little bit of mental flexibility to know that the way that you're used to doing things, it's not the only way to do things. You know what I mean? It's good. We love to travel. We went to India for 16 days.
Yeah, so some of the
we went to India. We're broke as hell. We went there anyway. We just paid for the ticket. And the whole time, different Indian directors and singers and stuff. Oh, stay with us, stay with us. We were guests the whole time in very nice places. They treated us like celebrities in India. That was a great experience. We love to experience different types of food, and some Italians, they travel abroad and all they want to do is eat pizza and pasta. I'm like, you serious? I mean, come on. So, but basically, no, the thing to get back on, okay, I directed Ashlow's first video.
A Nigerian musician, right?
Yeah. Ashlow's a very talented artist, but I think he needs to work a little harder and try to come out with more things. He wants to be competitive. It seemed almost like it was an interesting experience. I can't say it wasn't interesting, but like it was funny. Can I tell a few stories from the video? Okay, like basically I was supposed to go and be a consultant.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So I didn't have any real responsibilities, right? And then 2 days before, my good friend Tizla calls me and saying, "Listen, we saw your work. We really like you. We want you to direct it, and not the other guy." And I'm like, "Well, I only have 2 days. I didn't really prepare anything. I thought I can spend the whole day saying, I would do it like this. I would do it like that. Just give my advice." And then after like start preparing my own thing, I called my own dancers. They prepared choreography, all in 2 days' time, right? Then the other thing is, all the alcohol, I never particularly like videos with people, because I don't believe in drinking alcohol. Usually when I prepare a video, I'm like, I don't want scenes of people getting drunk.
That's typical of our style.
Typical of your style. In fact, this was very much a kind of director for hire kind of job, Ashlow's video. They're like, listen, we want this kind of video, do this kind of video, make it your own a little bit. So I added some storylines. And then that was pretty much it. The funny thing is, like when we were actually filming the first day, I told everyone, listen, we need to get a lot of playbacks here, right? So they're not really coming out that good. So we need to do the song four or five times in a row, no stopping, right? And then this other guy who I think has a great look to be an actor, I think he should go into acting, DJ Austin. He reminds me of Tupac. I love Tupac, as if he was my twin brother, you know.
So how do you think that...
Hold on, let me tell the story. So basically, whenever the song would end, Austin would be like, "It's a wrap!" And everyone would go drinking. And I'm like, no! Come back! Give me the microphone, come back everyone, we're not done! We only have 2 more hours! Everyone's stressing me, the club, well, we have 2 more. So it was this insane battle to get enough decent material in that time where everyone's running around, getting drunk in the afternoon, right? But I think we did a good job, no? It's a good video, no?
How do you think that the herald of this new development, as in young Nigerians trying to make music, what do you think is going to, what level do you think is going to bring for integration?
I think the problem in Italy in general is not violent racism, but ignorant racism, and lack of integration in general, in the sense that, like, if you go just next door to France or Paris or, you know, England, Holland, everyone's mixing with everyone. You know what I mean? It's not a big deal. You know what I mean? Where they're past that. Here, in a sense, it's like Nigerians usually just do things with other Nigerians, and then if you're a white Italian, you have to go and discover and do research and go. There's not many. I mean, I see Bling Bling is doing things with Fede, so there's some meeting points, but that's more just trying to make money out of hip hop night, but not creating together, not working together, not, you know what I mean?
Which is very important.
That's where integration comes. Not showing up drunk, splitting the money. Oh, you brought your people, I brought my people, and you go separate ways. It's not, you know, that's not how it comes about. So I would like to see more crossovers. Yeah, and I'm sorry, Nigerians gotta learn Italian. Nigerians, I mean, I don't want to be a dick, but Nigerians need to learn the language of the country they live in. You know what I mean?
Very important too.
Italians gotta better their English. You know, I keep it real. I'm not biased like that. Italians really speak crap English. but Nigerians need to learn the language of the country they live in.
So, can you tell us where to find you in the internet and who you want to give a shout out to, your friends, your fans?
Okay.
And where to find you on the
First
internet?
of all, I don't know why I always forget whenever I'm on radio or TV or whatever, I always forget to give a shout out to, because I tend to treat the people closest to me the worst. When someone I don't know, I'm very nice, and someone's close to me, I just expect more of them. So I just, my really good friend, Walter Tulmen Corrado Musin, he's like my brother, I love the guy. When we work together, we yell at each other the whole time, but it helps us get the best work because we push each other like that. And yeah, he hasn't been down with me from day one because I have way more experience and years of training than him, but for the past 4 years, he's always been, you know, like my right-hand man in 80% of what I do. And very honest person, very hardworking, very talented photographer and cinematographer, and I don't, you know, he's very patient with me, which is important because, you know, my being very demanding and being very, you know, controlling over things, need someone that's patient and doesn't, you know, because we always have these situations where, you know, we have like time limits or budget limits, but we don't want to do something which looks done. We want to do something which looks really good. If not, there's no point. So that's the challenge every time, to get something A-list with a D-list budget. So he's down with me on the philosophical level of that as well. Definitely shout out to her because I love her. So it's my girl and she sings very well. Okay. Who also shout out to some of our dancers that kick ass. Kozin. We love Cozy, we love Stefania, we love Mireille, Laura. Wait, this is Tizla, right? T to the I to the Z to the L to the A, not Tizla, Tizla with the T.
With one Z.
with one Z or one Z if you say it the American way. Very good singer, sings in English, sings in Italian. Came out with a single with Hotline, Welcome to My World. You can see that on YouTube, Welcome to My World at Tizla. We shot the video in India for Emergency with Francisca Rhythm, Reggae Emergency. Shot in the slums of Mumbai, like the Slumdog Millionaire. We went to those places. We looked for slum, you know, kids. We have many slum kids in this movie. What can we say about this girl?
Yeah, but basically follow me on Facebook. Check my.
I hate that whole thing. Follow me. I hate that whole term. Follow me. Be my follower.
Follow our work.
Yeah. Let me do the speaking for you. Basically, check us out. Check us out. Check us out on Facebook. Tizla, Piero Passatore, PLE. Many good things coming from this girl. Aim for the stars, baby. You can give me a kiss. Can we kiss on Nigerian television? Okay. All right. Good. Peace.
Some would say follow us on Twitter, Facebook, MySpace, Messenger. But I'm saying follow us on Megalpoint-Tv. Don't go. Stay.